Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachak Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, teaching rule well, taught us this truth. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000, first and foremost, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, we be at that. I'm your brother Tabar Yakonah, coming at you with a quick lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying. It's Revelation. Book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. Speaking on the mark of the beast, it says, "And he causeth all." Who is he? That's Esau, Edom, through his system, which is you can go to Revelation 13 and 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast." And beast can go into a lot of things in the scriptures. It talks about beasts being men, angels, being actual animals. But in this context, it's talking about a kingdom. All right. All right. And that kingdom is the revival of the Roman Empire, headed by America, which is that whore that rides the beast back, spoken of in the book of Revelation, the 17th chapter. All right. And that beast is NATO and the EU. All right. So the ancient Roman Empire came back in the form of America and NATO and the EU. And these are Edomites. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, first and foremost, headed by his elite class. All right. Which are primarily Amalekites. You got the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, so forth and so on. These elite, sometimes they call them the Illuminati. The elite class of Esau, Edom, ruling the world through America and NATO and the EU, the revival of the Roman Empire. All right, it says, "Coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." That's going into the political system. Democrats and the Republicans, the two horns like a lamb. All right, so they come disguised as peace, but it says spake as a dragon, but they speak very bold and very hurtful things. The draconian measures, the laws. And in these times to come, it's going to be even more exacerbated, if you will. Democrats and Republicans. Back in those times, it was the plebeians and the patricians. All right, it says, verse 16, Revelation 13 and 16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond." So that's just going into the gamut, the array, the whole measure of people that's going to be affected by this mark. All right. It doesn't matter how much money you got, or whether you're in jail or prisoner, you're gonna get propositioned with this chip, this microchip, which we'll go into. It says to receive a mark. So that mark is the RFID microchip. Charagma is the Greek word for that. And it says, right, so that charagma, it goes into the word, it goes into sculpture. All right, let's grab it real quick. It's a sculpture. When you go into a sculpture, it's kind of like a work of art. And so this work of art by Esau Edom is his ultimate masterpiece, right? His ultimate work of art. All right, so this is the word charagma. In the blue letter is, or word mark. In the blue letter is G5480, a stamp, an imprinted mark. We'll go to the Strong's definition. It says, a scratch or etching a stamp of, as a badge of servitude. Servitude meaning slavery. You take this mark, you become the ultimate slave. So this is all about ultimate control. Excuse me. It's all about ultimate control. All right. It says a sculpture or sculptured figure, statue, a graven mark. All right. So this is what this devil wants, man. He wants ultimate control, man. Scripture speak about him sitting in the seat of the Most High, thinking that he is the Most High. You know. And it also talks about how he knoweth that he hath but a short time in Revelation 12th chapter in the 12th verse. A short time to do what? To implement his new world. You know, you got a thing called the New World Order. You flip your dollar over, you see the plans for that right in plain sight. You know, he hides things in plain sight. That's what he does. You know, it's a form of his witchcraft to make you think that, oh man, you know, this is just the way things are, to make you not question what he's doing, really. Make you feel like this is just a natural thing. All right, Job 20 and 23 goes into how he fills his belly, or he's trying to fill his belly, but the Lord is going to ultimately stop all of that, and that's going to be through destruction of that whore and his system. You know, through ICBM missiles and the concentrated fire of the chariots. All right. So back in Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Mark goes to Charagma. You drill down into Charagma, it goes into a root word for karox. That root word for karox goes into a sharpened point. That's how he's going to implement that mark, that sculpture, you know, that badge of servitude into the masses. You know, he has to have an instrument. When you go into Exodus, what's that, the 21st chapter, the 6th verse, it talks about boring a slave's ear with an awl. That awl is a boring instrument. All right. It's an instrument that pierces the skin, creating, you know, a contract, if you will. You know, a symbol, a badge, of loyalty. You know. So, Scripture speak about how the Lord had reserved a particular amount of men that did not bow the knee to Baal or Satan. You know. So we know that Satan is talking about Esau Edom, man, that serpent, man, that old serpent. And where does it say that at? I think that's in the Revelation. The 12th chapter in the 9th verse. The great dragon was, and that I'll read it. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. All right. So Esau Edom is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan, man. That's his God. That's the God of this world. And many of our people worship that God. All right. So, back in Revelation 13 and 16, it says, in their right hand or in their forehead, right hand, meaning just your position of power. You know, when you're in this world, your power is ultimately your vessel. You know, it's the thing that gets you through this world, man. Walking, talking, interact with this world through your five senses. So you can get this mark in any part of your body. It goes on to say, or in their foreheads. So you can even get it in your head. Elon Musk is pushing this thing called Neuralink, the brain chip. Scripture speak about the miracles in the Revelation 13 and 14. All right, how he deceived those that on the earth that by the miracles, and that's his science and technology. Ultimate technology is that chip, man. This is why there's such a big push, in Taiwan, and for who's a big chip maker, because that's his cherry on top. That's how he's going to get ultimate control of the whole world, man. But the Lord's not going to have it, so that he can so that he can fill his belly. Job 20:23. It says in that verse 17, Revelation 13:17, that no man might buy or sell. So you're not going to be able to participate in his new world, meaning you're not going to be able to buy anything. You're not going to be able to sell anything. You're not going to be able to really exist. You're not going to be able to exist in his world if you don't get this RFID microchip. It's ultimately just a tracking device that tracks all of your movements, your data, medical records, heart rate, your steps, your breathing pattern. That's the making of an ultimate slave, man. If you were to receive that chip, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So that's the mark of the beast, man. If you receive that chip, you're gonna get a grievous source. Revelation 16:2 goes into that. Which goes into cancer. In order for him to track you, he's got to have some kind of way. He got all these towers that he's put up throughout the whole earth. He's going to track you by way of frequency. The body can't deal with that type of physical pressure, constantly on you, frequency, and he's just going to turn up the frequency, make it, he could turn your chip off. He could destroy you if he wanted to. So this is what the Lord commanded us not to do, is to take that chip. I mean, what he's preparing our minds for, because we can't make ourselves not take that thing. It's written whether or not we're going to take it. And this is why we look for salvation through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So Lord willing, that was edifying, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rachach Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.